What's going on, guys? And in this video I will be covering the motocross class, which I have not really seen too much of being talked about recently. The only reason why the motocross class was talked about was because last week there was a mission in there where you needed to do, well, pretty much every trick known to mankind to get the highest score, and that's one thing I'm also going to talk about in this. So first things first, when doing the dirt bike class here, obviously you guys are going to want to go after the Nitro Chemist. What a shocker there, right? But it depends on what you have on it, which will help you tremendously in the races. So if you guys are, well, doing the missions, the new missions in the game, like the one in the summit, you guys are going to want to go after different parts. So in this part I have Graceful, which helps your rotation speed in the air. And you're pretty much going to want that on all your parts when you're doing these missions, because you can rotate faster, do faster back flips and front flips and 360s and all that good stuff. That will help you get a higher score. Now, if you're not doing that and you're looking to race and just have some fun or just jump into the summit races, you're going to want Pure and Ventilated. Now, the reason I say this is, well, this is, first thing I want to say, guys, is this is a summit set, so you may not have this, but you can get pretty much close to this. You'll just not have the extra 1% on each part. Now, you guys are going to want Pure and Ventilated. The reason why I say this is Pure increases your nitro power, and well, dirt bikes only go so fast. They do about 95, I believe, in this game, to 100 maybe. So they're not insanely fast on here, but I mean, most dirt bikes only do about that speed anyway, so it does kind of make sense. It'd be pretty much pushing your nitrous the whole time to get the most speed you possibly can. And what do most of the tracks have is a lot of jumps. So you guys are going to want to get Ventilated because it helps your nitrous refill during a jump. So when you're doing that jump, your nitrous pretty much fill all the way back up, which is pretty crazy. I'll demonstrate that and do a quick race here in a minute. Pretty good though, and you're going to want that because I've been noticing more and more motocross type events showing up in summits too. That's why I'm covering these as well. Give you guys the best chance of getting these new vehicles coming out in these summits. Anyway, I'm going to jump right into the race right now. Guys, jumping right into a quick race here. So I know a lot of people might be like, bro, this man really keeps saying Nitro Chemist on everything. I do, guys, but I really want to tell you because I actually did not have the sets on everything in the beginning, and I think it was needed, but I'm realizing now how important they actually are. And like I said, guys, a lot of these races can be used with them just to have some fun and get a lot of good scores, but we all know a lot of the summits are getting more and more popular because especially the cars have been putting in them, so we're going to want the best parts we can get, right? And, well, pretty much goes for motocross class too. And like I said, after that recent update a while ago where they pretty much made the handling a lot better on these, because we can all agree that the handling on these was actually insanely wonky, and, well, I honestly did not like it. You guys will notice how fast my nitrous goes up in the air. This is what I'm talking about with Ventilated. So if I hit nitrous here, it goes up literally instantly, and you can almost crash like me. Now, when doing this, guys, a lot of the races I notice have normally jumps like this in them, so you can pretty much gap most of the jumps with Nitro Chemist and get all your nitrous back while doing it. This will help you a lot, especially getting the best score. Now, I know a lot of these races kind of have some cuts in them. We won't talk about that here, but we do know a lot of them you can pretty much jump over a lot of the tracks, and hopefully that will be fixed eventually. I notice a lot of the summits, that really doesn't seem to be a thing anymore, and if you don't drive like me, that'll also get you really far in the summits. Now, doing these races, guys, obviously farming for Nitro Chemist on a motorbike may not be the funnest thing to do, but I honestly think it's pretty entertaining, and I honestly really enjoy driving these now after the update. Showing you guys here, I'm doing 102. That's pretty much top speed on them. Now, you don't want to go too fast because you'll slam your head right into that. I actually do that quite often, or you can try to jump over them, but normally you'll slam right into them, and in summits, you're going to want the best score, so I have noticed when these races are in the summits, they can be extremely annoying, and slipstreaming doesn't really do anything in them, so it's really about where you're going, how you're cutting the race, unfortunately, and as fast as you can possibly go to complete it. The reason why I picked this race is I noticed this race popped up into a summit multiple times, so I figured I would do it again, except I'm not cutting any of the track this time. Because you can pretty easy, you could you could jump over and then hit the back on track and then all that good stuff. But what's the point? I'm just doing the track here. If you're going for the farm these parts, guys, if you don't really feel like farming them, one thing I can recommend is try to go into the summits and get the parts from the summits. Unfortunately, you sometimes need other vehicle sets to, well, get the highest score in those summits to get the other part sets for the said vehicle, so that could be a little annoying. But that'll definitely help you in the end because you're going to have every set known to mankind on every single class, and I actually do have Nitro Chemist on every single class, so it does help you a lot in the summits, especially because I've been noticing a lot of the summits have been having these really weird and odd races pop up in them, which, well, can pretty much annoy anybody for that matter, and we don't want that, do we? We want to be able to get in there and get the best score as we can, and see if you guys jump really fast there, you'll run right into it. But you guys see I'm normally shifting too. I am always playing in manual when I play this, if you're wondering, and on dirt bikes you shift constantly because the gears are so low and you get to the highest RPM quickly. If you guys have not played manual, if you guys want me to put a little video about that, I could, but it's honestly, I recommend doing that. When you drive the drag cars, you have to. But anyway, To sum up the video about the motocross bike, guys, pick your favorite race and go grind it out to get Nitro Chemist, or try to jump into a summit, because I know they did have some recent, multiple actually, Nitro Chemist sets for that matter in the motocross class, so just try to get your hands on one of those, or go farm for a bit. I don't think it'll take as long as you may think it will, but you will get the parts eventually, and I wanted to show this as well to see you did get 3 parts from that, actually 4, sometimes you may get 5. If you have a loot digger, you'll get 6, 7, maybe even 8. Thank you guys so much for watching.